toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Bollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will put total weather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really good job. Pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Oh, they're after him! Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Under fire. The short hands. It's Smith. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here's the handoff. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give on the inside. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Takes the handoff. It's Young. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. The give to the lone running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Dropping back, it's Carr. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Off play action on first down. Quick completion on the out. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Manning. Got the quick pass. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll leave it with him. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. A first down run in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking for the goal line, and he will score! Touchdown, Longhorn! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Power football with the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Running behind that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to scramble. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Carr. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Finds his man. It's Gilbert. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most.
Makes the catch at the 20. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got the back over the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Well, jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback, because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game in.
And he puts through the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to go up top on first down. Hits him with a stiff arm. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leathers. We are deadlocked here in the third. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Direct snap. Creates a little room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
With the catch, it's Clark. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The Longhorns will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to the ground game on the left. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball somewhere.
Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now on second down. The give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. Punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that.
Touchdown, Irish! And that one will give them the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To throw, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. At midfield, he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Back to pass, it's Carr. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
He runs out of bounds at the 26. And that's a first down for the offense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Rides to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Flushed out of the pocket. Slithers into space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. And that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second.
Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st down, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
First down for the offense.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.